I
thought you were going to keep
going. No, start spinning it. Start spinning it.
Oh. God damn it.
Come on! Welcome back to Downtime Activities, and welcome back to Skygate.
Fucked up all our momentum. Just
our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign that takes part almost entirely underground. But last time, you guys decided, hey, what the hey, let's go up to the surface for a good time. You learned about a kidnapped loved one, and a different person got kidnapped. And
real rash of kidnappers.
And thankfully, Dermir's indifference saved his life. As last time, Queen Baracharaboga was seemingly kidnapped by a pair of drow specialists who murdered a bunch of guards and made off with her in the night.
Inspector Candle cracked the case.
Cracked it wide open and found the snapped off bolt end of a crossbow bolt from one of these drow, as well as a lot of very efficiently murdered guards.
One of which had stuff to say.
Whether he liked it or not.
We should take the crossbow bolt with us, or at least what's left of it. And I will put my eye patch back on.
All right.
Your NA powers are sealed for now.
Roll me an attack roll with your crossbow.
I roll an attack roll.
Just roll an attack roll with your crossbow. You're not attacking anybody, but just use like you were attacking with your crossbow.
Your specialty with crossbows.
Yes.
Because whatever
You're making a crossbow check.
Roll for crossbow.
Do I have advantage?
No. You can deal an extra d8 damage since it's the first round of combat.
Oh, sweet. I can make 3 attacks. Well, no, it's a heavy crossbow, so I can only make 1, because I don't have crossbow specials. That's an 11.
An 11. This crossbow bolt seems different than yours? Thinner?
Stronger.
Like a hand crossbow?
Potentially. It snapped, so you don't know how long it was, but the shaft itself seems to be...
It's lighter.
It's lighter and thinner.
It's made of elven steel.
Well, I doubt it would have snapped.
It's made of wood.
It's made of elven wood. The arrowhead. But also, make fun of me, that's fine.
No, you're back. Hey, everyone, point and laugh. Move on.
What were we talking about?
Is that
Kidnap the Queen. I think, of course, the place is kind of in an uproar. I think you had a conversation last time with your pal, the half-brother of the Queen, Vlad Charaboga, who feels like he is going to have to kind of be in control of this place until she can be saved, but hopes that you will save her with all due haste.
We have a different noble family to go talk to, I think. Let's go downstairs and talk to the other noble family.
It's early morning. You guys can definitely make your way to the great the stair, the long stair, and make your way all the way back.
This is one staircase you don't want to trip on.
Wait, what's for breakfast?
We're kind of in a hurry.
Justice.
I don't care for
It's just dried rations today, boys. Sorry.
There's leftover, like, dried meats and stuff from the party the night before if you want to grab a handful on your way out.
I'm gonna sneak.
Leftover stew from the dinner before was literally breakfast across hundreds of cultures for like
A very long time.
I'll grab a handful of the popcorn shrimp.
Absolutely.
I can't miss a chance to reference that movie.
Zaraxis at Aron Thalor before the fancy dinner party. Ooh. That's what I'm not grabbing.
That's his guy.
Zaraxis every fancy party.
But what will I wear is literally it's Lala before every
event.
What will I wear?
Looking at a closet of fancy clothes. But what will I wear?
I gotta buy a new outfit every day.
Onwards and downwards.
Onward and downward. You guys, after a long trek down the very, very long stairs, will make it back to the gates of Skygate.
Do they let us in?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
that's nice.
that's nice. Mission accomplished.
They're not as strenuous on these gates as they are at the others on who can and can't enter.
To the Crack Crown Estate.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Tally ho! What were we going to talk to them about?
The dead.
Putting
Pudding?
puddings.
Pudding!
Pudding.
This is not.
The
What is this?
We've come full.
Never stop. Never change.
Uh,
We are around that
Talking
time,
about
so
the
3
kids.
jokes.
Do you have inspiration already?
No.
Take one. You came full circle on jokes of one of my favorite movies of all time. So you can-
putting our Deep Delvers Red on the fast track now that we have
Would there be kidnappings?
extra reason to go.
We
Into.
got
you do know that yours
Save
is
the
already
queen.
kind of on the fast track.
I know, but I think we need to make it clear that hey, regular fast track ain't gonna cut it. And they should first be informed anyway.
It's true. I mean, it's also like, hey, we got a drow problem. I feel like that is a thing to report.
It's probably like hey, there's drow and they've been kidnapping nobles. So hey,
nobles.
And
noble.
And they can
I'm pretty
apparently
sure they'll let us
just access
down.
the surface, so Skygate ain't much of a gate to the sky. They're just going around.
Yeah.
You should probably be aware of that.
So they need to be careful and let us go solve the problem.
Right, yeah, because we
Until
can
we run
totally
in-
solve this problem, and it's definitely not above our
Of course
pay
we
grade
can.
at all.
We can solve this problem.
Until we
It'll be
run
fine.
into those golden beans, and they'll be like, "What are you kids doing here?"
We'll do a bunch of grinding in the first couple areas of the Underdark.
Killing spiders, stomping on rats.
Kruthiks would. Just level like 14.
or young Kruthiks, or
Or the little
Kruthic High
ones.
Lords.
The ones that we can kill in one hit, and we'll murder like tens of thousands.
It'll take enough.
They
You'll
came
find
in
out.
We'll get a
thousands.
bunch of alchemist
They came
fire.
in tens of thousands. Let's go knock on the door of the Crown State and ask to see someone important. You should ask to see someone important.
Well, you could
you're
literally
someone
ask
important.
someone specific.
That's true.
You could-
just ask to see
Well, you-
someone,
yeah, you-
your boyfriend. Yeah.
You are dwarfkin, so you should probably
If you go to the Cragcon Estate and ask after Warman, they will say that Warman is not there.
Warman ain't here.
Warman ain't.
That's literally what it was, except there was a gun barrel coming out of a snowbank.
Back when
Why?
we did one of the weirdest campaigns of all time that Brandon ran,
Yeah.
and my character was a Marine. We're Marine sniper. He was a werewolf.
Yeah.
And we saved Santa Claus.
That was part of that, wasn't that?
Yeah.
And we were there for
What
it.
did I play?
I think, didn't we go to space?
Oh, was I
No,
the
my
weird
first character went to
giant
space.
cyborg
That sounds
guy?
like a weird fan fiction.
No, it was,
type of-
Essentially.
Brandon's campaigns are very special.
Oh,
the
it
whole
was a
was
You were in
Brandon's
school
Brandon's
parts,
campaign.
Bat Jesus, Jukebox Hero, and King Arthur, I think.
What?
That makes
What?
no sense.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Bat Jesus Jukebox Hero, and
You're like some sort of weird
I think it was
bar
technically a bar,
something or other.
but you were like somehow
Oh
related to a fairy legend or something.
yeah, I remember that camp. I was
Yeah, you were
That's
Mothman.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Who
were
was
Jason
a-
Momoa.
I
Mothman.
totally-
You're Jason Momoa Mothman, who was a cleric of light, because you worshipped the greatest
Light.
lamp of all time,
Yeah.
the sun.
lamp.
Yeah.
That campaign was like a fever dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It sounds like it was
I
a
don't
fever
remember
dream.
my
Like,
character. Just-
I barely remember your character.
I don't remember who my follow-up character was. I remember my initial character, but my follow-up
Well,
character.
my original character was Matthew
a
McConaughey,
cyborg.
Cyborg,
It's
Inspector
what's the-
Gadget, motherfucker,
what's the- yeah, what-
out here stealing souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the exact?
At any
It's
rate,
like Inspector Gadget.
they
Matthew
say
McConaughey,
that
and
Warbin is out of town. They're not sure where he's at, but that you should probably check
the bar.
Bronze Step if you're looking for him.
He's probably getting kidnapped right now.
He's
They're kidnapping
probably
all the
not.
princesses.
But he's probably not getting kidnapped quietly.
He's too free to be kidnapped.
I am Warman Krakow.
He's making sure the whole
welcome
city
the challenge.
I'm gonna run over to the bronze staff.
The bar.
For Warman.
Once again, for legitimate
Hey,
business.
listen, you can't be drunk all day if you don't start in the morning.
Exactly.
It's like well after. It's in the afternoon now.
Well, he's probably been there since
the
the-
long stare down.
He's probably been there since the morning. Let's be real.
To the bar.
To the bar.
We
Just
go
what
to
we
the
need
bar.
after a long walk.
Dramatically throw open the door.
No one notices because it's a big round
Right.
bar and everyone's on
Yeah,
every
everybody
random rating.
opens.
Yeah.
Do I see him?
Give me a
There, across
perception.
the bar. Your eyes meet.
Jesus.
They burst. Because that sort of thing is just very, bad.
It's
That's persuasion.
No.
Perception. Yo, plus 0. It's a raw roll.
Jocelyn
baby.
failed her perception check to find her perception check.
Yes. It's a raw roll.
Happens to the best of us.
But it's the fresh new dice. Who dis?
Oh.
Crit fail.
No, I think that's a 2.
Oh, is that a 2?
It's a 2.
Yeah.
Not a crit fail.
It is a 2.
Okay.
Am I
Literally everybody else notices Warbin hooting and hollering, like middle of the bar, clanking some tankards together with a couple of dwarves with not equally large muscles, but equally big beards and similarly sized muscles. Seem to be other kind of big burly types, and they seem to be like hooting and hollering and raising hell and having fun at a table smack in the middle. And Lala's just doing one of these.
I'm gonna grab Lala's head and just like point her directly at Warbin.
There he is.
Warbin, where is he? He's not here. Meanwhile, Warbin, wait!
It's me! Warbin!
I'm gonna run up to him.
I'm loudly announcing my location.
Loudly announcing my location. You run up and you are very easy to notice, so he notices you as you run up. Big smile goes across his face, parting some of the frothed up facial hair around where he's been getting beer hitting on his mustache from the tankard. And big smile. As you're coming, your hand catches a slid mug of bronze brew. And he's like kind of gestures you to come over and sit down with
Sweet.
everybody.
Yeah.
I like the idea that Lala just gets the brew and forgets why she was like.
He's like, "Morning, Kevin. Hey, let's sit down and start."
I don't know why you guys are here, but I was worried that he got kidnapped because he's really pretty.
Very pretty.
He's very pretty.
He's very
Very
pretty. So anyway,
He's there having a good time.
But then the brave knight could go rescue the prince from the tower.
Yeah.
Well,
For once
except
it's
to
the
be
dragon.
deep underground.
It's the dragon rescuing the knight from the princess.
Drowns are the matriarch of society.
Oh my god.
Damn it! I missed an opportunity.
I'm
Complete reversal.
The perfect
Singing.
we rush the Drow fortress. The knight punts a princess out, a Drow princess out a window to rescue the knight. Oh, it'd be so great.
I feel like Maggie G deserves inspiration for that one.
I'm not here to fish.
are you guys coming over to sit down with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warbin! We need to talk.
Kendall! And everybody else. Good to see you all. Here, then you can see there's like just a kind of pile of full tankards in the middle. Grab one, grab a drink, grab a drink.
You remembered my name. I like this guy. I'd die for this man.
I would have this man.
You have some kind of Kendall like swoon.
No, he doesn't have wings, so Candle's not that infatuated with him.
Dwarves can't fly.
Not with that attitude.
Don't tell him.
Can't if you throw him hard enough.
Septagon.
You'll have to touch me.
I cannot touch me.
Orphan. There's some.
Don't.
Do you want to?
That's what he was about to do.
Give us a deep devil's writ now.
It's Black Cap, right? Is that the name of the
Dark Cap.
Dark Cap?
Dark Cap.
The Queen of Dark Cap has been kidnapped by Drow specialists, and I'll show him
Queen
the
Bara?
show him the.
He kind of pulls the dark hand. Drow make, no doubt of that. And he sticks it into the table.
That's
When did this
evidence.
happen?
Last night, they cut through our guards silently and with remarkable efficiency.
Drow on the surface? This doesn't bode well.
As far as we can tell, this isn't the first noble, and particularly noble woman that they've kidnapped.
I was worried about you.
That's very sweet.
We put Warbin in a dress and a tiara.
It's the perfect disguise.
Because we know we'll be able to hear his yelling and track them all the way down.
No, that's some real like Thor and Loki shit.
Yeah.
They sneak up behind who they think is Lasgorka Cragcrown. He turns around, sticks an axe in their face.
You come up behind him with a cudgel and bop him on the back of the head, and he just turns around and grabs him with both hands.
He says, well, that's very sweet of you. If they're targeting noble women, then I need to make sure my brother is aware. His wife and our mother need to be under constant surveillance.
We know our Deep Delver's writs already a high priority, but if there's any way to make that priority higher,
Are you looking to go in there and save her?
Yes,
we can.
absolutely.
I'll see to it.
Perfect.
I want to give him one of the forearm handshake.
Okay.
Because
Give me an athletics.
You're poor.
You're not-
you're
not
poor.
strong.
I'm not.
Bird
I am a strength and dex build. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You rolled higher than he did. You grab hold and it's like, I knew I liked you, Kendall. And they say bird bones are hollow. He slaps you on the back.
Breaks your spine.
My hollow bird bones.
He wishes bird bones were hollow.
It's more like a squawk and a puff of feathers with every blow, I think.
And he will polish off his drink, slam it down, and say, I need to get back to my home. I'll see to it that it's done.
Shalala accompany you home.
Put the seat. He goes stomping away.
Once again, Skyrim courier style. Just
Sprints off.
What is it? You hate to see him go, but you love to watch him leave.
You know, he's got his butt is like two cinder blocks wedged in his little fur pants.
2 cinder blocks and a burlap sack.
Cinder blocks.
That ain't wholesome.
That ain't awesome.
That's my mate.
That's all right. Oh man. And away he goes.
Jeremy said, now that's a true
It's
law.
only now you realize he's wearing a pair of cut-off Daisy boots.
and a sleeveless flannel.
Dwarfs of Hazard.
Doors.
I didn't realize he was one of the village people.
What now?
I didn't realize he was one of the village people.
I want to see a one-shot Dwarfs of Hazard. Boss Hog.
Oh my god.
The sheriff.
They're making moonshine.
Looks like those background boys are back at it again.
They have to ride mine carts to get away from their mine cart.
Yeah, or it's like a little.
Blow
it's
the
like
horns.
it's like a little wagon pulled by a couple of mules or
Yeah,
something
that's a
like
drinking horn that he blows. Anyway, off he goes
Off he goes.
into the perpetual night of an underground city.
Good. Well, I'm glad they are made aware.
Yep.
Do we just...
Bedtime.
Yeah, I was like, do we just go home?
Well, that just sounded like a book title. Or something.
The
Underground.
perpetual darkness of an underground city.
You said the perpetual night of an underground city.
That's not bad. The reflected sound of underground spirits. There's a very small group of people that will get that.
In sewer ants.
We should head on for the night, I guess.
Before we do,
Oh.
The dwarves are here to party. So if you guys stick around and want to party, they want to stick around
I'm
to party.
sticking around to party.
All right.
I'm gonna go check on my apprentice.
Okay.
Make sure
I'm
he's
gonna-
doing okay.
I'm gonna send a letter to Aeth, the tiefling
Okay.
that I met, asking if she has any information or texts regarding Drow within the Underdark.
Okay.
Are there drow in the Underdark? Well, duh.
Well, duh. No, but like information, like specific information that could help us track them down.
I tell you, but they
Can
stab everyone I
Chef Boy
said.
RD?
We are D's nuts. Okay, you can send that letter. Going back, assuming that when you guys got it back and stuff, did your Booyahg assistant go up with you? He
No.
stayed down here. Okay, arriving back to the inverted peaks, you
It's on fire.
you walk into your kind of room that's become both of your guys' rooms to see him kind of hobbled over something and be like, "One second, he's not ready."
Okay. Take your time.
And then if you step back out, about 15-20 minutes of like tinkering noises later, he comes out holding what looks like maybe some sort of small cup or something, and he goes, "I made it for you."
Campaign's over, boys. What's going on?
Prize acquired. Roll the credits.
Spent real money on it.
That is one of my favorite
Number
things
one
in the world.
Booyahg. Hell yeah.
This is made more out of like sticks and mud, but it's functional.
It's a
now.
functional cup. I cherish it deeply. Hell yeah.
It's real life money on that.
Where did you even buy that?
You can buy anything online.
I guess that's true.
Oh, you can customize anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
just-
can order anything you want.
No, it's great.
We can get mugs, but that's
amazing.
amazing. We should probably do it. Sometime.
That's wonderful. I have
That
a
is
mug at work
awesome.
that I like drink tea out of. I have to replace it.
You're gonna confuse the shit out of
Well,
no,
everybody at work. And who cares?
It's one of those. No one in my office will ever see it, but it will be hilarious to me every time.
Every
I
time
see
you
it.
do it. Nice.
Reggie's gonna walk in, just keel over laughing.
I would give you inspiration. You're already the DM.
That has made me so.
Oh my
legitimately
god.
Can we show the camera like a good
Oh,
shot
Yeah, I
of
kind of
this?
held that in front of me, but if you can, let me see it because I got a close shot.
You're gonna do the
Number one Booyahg.
infomercials.
Booyah.
For the low price of tutoring a goblin, you too.
You do get
Now, granted, our goblin assistants will have to fight each other to the death to determine who's the actual number one Booyahg. But
But the Booyahg and Booyagh's Assistance Club of America. You too.
You too. Oh yeah, it's a freaking like.
It's a Booyah Union,
It's the Booyahg Union. Oh my
which is the name of my heavy metal Bruce Springsteen cover
Booyah
band, by the
Union.
way. The
That's
Booyah Union.
Booyahg.
I'll write down Booyah.
Oh,
Good stuff.
That is
fantastic. You've been waiting. Oh, he's been sitting on that one.
That is
Liz.
amazing.
Going directly under Thrash.
That one arrived the day after the last time we recorded it, I believe. So I've had that for a while.
Oh my god. What a sweetheart.
I want to go to a very specific rooftop.
Okay.
It's only been like 24 hours.
Yeah, but
It's been a
he
busy 24
There's no
hours.
development.
but he needs to know.
You go up to
You
that
just
rooftop.
I'll wait around, like, specifically not looking behind me and be easy to sneak up on.
Gazing out over the city.
What's your passive perception?
Cotton balls at his ears.
10.
If you were to hear somebody walking up, would you turn around or would you pretend like you didn't notice them?
I would pretend I didn't notice them.
You have to, because you clearly hear him walking up behind you. But then from maybe a distance of 5-10 feet behind you, you hear, "Oh, do you have something important to share? I assume that's why you sent for the signal."
I do. I'll explain everything that happened with the queen up top and that there's been a string of disappearances at the hands of Drow.
This goes all the way to the top. No pun intended.
I was thinking the same.
He looks out over the night for a second.
Oh no.
Do you have any information I could use? I'm going to be going to the Underdark soon to try and recover some of these captives.
The Drow don't frequent the streets of the city. They know better than to threaten my crown jewel. But I know they are something not to be lightly trifled with. So my advice is, step carefully.
Why the fucking grin? Okay?
I like the idea. I like this. Nobody messes my crown jewels. You're like, we can tell.
Like, you literally just said, watch your step. You're going down the stairs. Oh, go down to the Underdark. Oh, watch your step.
This
The
is
stairs down.
very useful that you've shared that with me. I'll know to keep the nobility of this city safe. Keep my ever-watchful eye a bit closer to the crag crowds. And see where these slippery drow have snuck through the cracks of my defenses.
Hey, why'd that bush with legs trying to walk into the crack house?
I was going to say, the guards will not hear the Drow assassins coming, but they will hear the Crimson Fox following the Drow assassins. And that will give them more.
No, it's not a bush. It's like the Metal Gear Solid box. Just a
that would
random
be-
box
would
that
be
pops up.
perfect. That's basically a cloak of invisibility.
Why is that box walking into the
Very
crack?
good. Keep a close eye on them while we are down below.
Don't worry about the city. Worry about your thought and your friends going into that dark and dangerous place.
I am pretty worried about it.
It's honestly pretty scary.
But rest assured, knowing the city will be safe, so long as the Crimson Fox is on the prowl. Crimson Fox! Away!
Okay.
And he turns and runs out runs through the door and down the stairs.
That's good. I was like struggling to not be mean to him. I don't want to make such a powerful enemy.
That's right. That's a good point.
No, man.
It's like the weird shit-eating grin that he gave when he said, "Watch your step." it's like okay, Batman who laughs.
You seem kind of jazzed about that. No, I'm bummed. But I wasn't bummed. I was stoked. It's an amazing SNL skit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Bill Hader as the dude from 60 Minutes being super excited about all the murder in 60 Minutes is very funny.
Okay,
Fantastic.
moving on.
I was stoked.
Well,
Good bed.
Yeah, I'll go home after that.
time for a nice long rest.
After a nice long rest. Some of you arriving home sooner than others. All of you carrying it up. In your own respective ways. You will be able to get a full long rest in the week the next morning.
Well, I guess we're waiting on Deep Delvers, right? We didn't have anything.
Well. Axel Savola, whose ass did you have to lick to get one of these to show up?
You don't want to know.
Fair enough. We got a deep commissary.
Hell yeah!
Let's see what was involved.
It was actually me who did that.
You licked his ass?
I thought you just kissed.
Good job, but you have to tell us.
All it,
I'm not
look,
gonna tell you.
there were drow and hags and dwarven nobility involved.
You licked
There
all
was-
their asses?
All
It was a collective effort.
Okay.
well, whoever you did or whatever you did, it's here.
Hooray!
Pulling out the gimp suit to celebrate Axel.
I.
Arrived in the middle of the fucking night.
Wow, they really
That
did
was
fast
speedy.
track it.
Yeah. Warbin came home a little buzzed, kicked open the door and said, "Get me a Deep Delvers writ, I'll sign it right now."
And punched the first guy who walked past.
Right, exactly.
He was serious.
Just a
Because he was
laser.
walking, not running.
The guy with,
you, right?
Yeah, the guy with yes sir stood up and started walking, and he just donkey punched him.
Looked at the other guy.
Looked at the other. Didn't say anything and sprinted. You all have achieved a Deep Delver's Writ.
There we go.
Yep,
Chico unlocked.
that quest objective in the top right corner clears.
We get the trophy that says Deep Delver's Writ.
And like five
For some
other
reason,
quests,
for some reason, it's
on
a
to go forward to their next step.
Yeah, for some reason it's a rare achievement.
It's
and
like-
it's like, what the fuck? What? This is like a main story event early on in the game. Why is this a rare achievement?
Because you're not supposed to get it.
They say in my Crimson Fox side quest.
Optional.
I don't know what my objective is.
Optional
Watch
side
your
quest.
steps. It probably says optional. Watch your
Waste 5 minutes of the recording.
Wait, it's 5 minutes on the
Make
recording to
characters do a
say,
silly
be
voice."
careful against the drow.
Achievement get make me voice an animal has already gotten done.
Very important part of any campaign.
Thank you.
What was it?
Love rats.
What were we
I love
gonna say?
harping rats.
Oh, it was
That's why-
for the next like
that's why
8
we get-
hours. That was the most
can we get
powerful
a
rat in the
pet?
city.
Can we
Because
get
all
a
those 10 hit points, yeah, man.
Can we get a pet rat just so we could keep Erickson doing that?
I totally want
happening.
I totally want to do a character to do like a Pied Piper like charlatan build who has an awakened rat or like a couple of awakened rats. So it's like you only need 2 rats for a city to be convinced it's got a full infestation of rats.
It's true.
So it's just like 2 awakened rats and like a charlatan pretending to be a Pied Piper to just like scam people.
2 awakened rats.
Walked into a bar. Sorry.
We need to get all our supplies in order.
Yep.
We
So,
need to set up.
the first expedition, huh? What are we thinking? Time to make some real money.
Today, hopefully.
Well, we're also
So we
on a,
leave today?
we're on
Today
a
or
bit of a
tomorrow
rescue
at the-
mission.
Today or tomorrow, if possible. Yeah.
Are you getting paid for that? Rescue mission, by chance?
Probably.
I mean, they are nobility. They don't
What
call
kind of,
it.
are we talking like...
They don't call it a king's ransom for nothing.
We're talking like 2 queens and
Yeah, but are we talking like queens like Queen of
Dark
the Greys? Or are we talking queens like...
Dark Cat.
Careful what you say here.
Dark Cap, you know. I mean, Queen Bara. I hear she's a lovely person.
Personal friend.
But-
of mine.
it was quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very important she gets saved by the right people. What I'm saying is, I mean, they're pretty rich up there.
Yes.
Think about it
Yes,
this way.
we will. I don't expect we're going all the way to wherever they've been kidnapped on our first expedition. Partially because any expedition in the Underdark, as you should know, is a lot of about route finding,
Of course.
and I expect we will be finding treasures along the way. It is the Underdark after all. Assuming we come back alive.
Also, we get the chance to be big damn heroes, which will be great
Who
advertising.
kidnapped queens?
Drow.
Oh. Yeah, no, I wouldn't go barking up that
Yeah,
tree.
we're not
unless
really
it-
we're not
well,
really
okay.
stoked about it either, but yeah.
That's what
You
you're
get what you
supposed to
get.
say. Some weird elves.
We got the paper, we did what we had to do, but you know, our bacon's a little bit in the fire on that one.
Well, as far as supplies, this is the first expedition. I'm happy to start coordinating cart, wagon if you want it, to bring stuff with you.
It's not a bad idea.
Get a wagon, a couple of heavy giant
Rations.
goats to pull it.
How about
The
giant
best thing down there.
ostriches?
I gotta take all our food down, right?
And supplies.
There
Get
is
plenty of dry
there is
rations
food in
for
the
you.
Underdark, but
And those gross mushrooms that Dermir won't eat.
also
You picky bastard.
also
not care for mushrooms.
also fish.
It's not for true dwarfs.
Lots of good fishing in the Underdark. Sometimes catch something you don't want to catch.
Love
Sometimes
fishing in Underdark.
Great fishing in the Underdark.
Sometimes you go
I fucking hate the Underdark.
sometimes you go
Real
fishing in the
letter kitty.
Underdark and something else catches you.
It's true.
But yeah, good fishing in the Underdark.
Great
So are
fishing
we
in the Underdark.
going today?
Love me some fishing in the Underdark.
I
Who
think
doesn't
we
love
might
fishing
need
in the
we
Underdark?
probably need a day to prepare. If we could leave early the next morning, that would probably be
Ideal.
I will spend the day adding myself to every one of Vickelroy's inventories for our supplies,
Okay.
and double checking all of my maps.
All right.
I'm gonna go to that apothecary where we left off, like the demon juice.
Oh, right.
To go see if she's got specific potions like we can, that are viable.
You mean like for sale or
Yeah,
the
for
ones
sale.
that you guys?
No, one's for sale outside of what we have paid her to create.
She says that she thinks she'll have the two of the super juiced.
PHBs over,
Sure,
just in case.
I will happily hand over this beach. That she will tell you
I'll
that
happily hand over this mead.
the juiced up alchemist fires will be ready by the following.
Ooh, fantastic. We can pick those up
It's
before
gonna be too late.
we get. Or
Should we
have
go
a
by
whole
that,
day.
like, army, like
The army
surplus
surplus
store?
store?
yeah.
1,500. I don't even have to look that up.
Did anybody spot me? Like 577 gold
Why?
Probably not individually.
for full plate armor.
It will also have to be like custom made. That'll take more than an afternoon.
We won't. Yeah, it won't be done
full plate.
in time.
No.
We'll get there.
Does she have any?
Plate armor.
Are you looking up like what she has in inventory?
She has some different stuff. She's got a lot of ingredients and some potions. I'm not going to just read off a list of stuff because that'll take forever. Are you looking for something specific? There's like poultices and potions and shit all over this
Yeah,
store.
I know.
She's not going to be like, and this one.
And
And
this-
this one.
I
what
assume
kind of
we
thing
get
is it?
adventuring equipment at cost.
Yes.
Does she have any like
From Rogue
specific? Try not to like cheat the game. Does she have any like specific potions that help with maybe like AC or more like speed?
Well,
Well, I'll tell you.
she has one to help defensively. That's a fairly powerful and expensive one.
Oh.
And she has, as far as speed,
Hoping for great effects at cheap costs.
I'm not looking for like super cheap, but you know.
yeah, she has a potion that she'll sell you for 1,000 gold. That's a potion of invulnerability.
Damn. Well, can't afford that one. It's worth a shot. How about healing potions? Because the surplus store was at. I bought the last 2.
She has potions of healing.
Yeah. I'll buy.
Normal 50 gold for those.
I'll buy 4 more of those.
Okay. She will sell you 4. I guess there's. You already have that. That's not really a defensive thing, too. Yeah.
I have some.
Yeah, I mean,
She doesn't really have anything that'll make you faster.
it was worth a shot.
But the only one she has, it's like not like a specific defense against like a type of damage or something like that. One to make you a defensive potion is that potion of invulnerability.
That's a
Does
thousand.
she have some like poison antidotes?
Yeah. Well, there's like the
There are
normal
like antitoxins.
normal antitoxin. She
It's
has
like 100 gold, I think.
50.
50. She actually has those for sale at that cost.
Oh, what was
buy
the thing
2.
that we used to cure your guys' curses?
That was lesser restoration. That's a Sklur special.
You guys also have a potion that I think can cure a lot of
Vitality.
stuff.
Yeah.
A potion of
A potion of vitality and a potion of growth. And
I
a
have
love potion.
I do have a map case, so I am taking all of my maps.
Okay. Alright.
This isn't directly related to the expedition, but I think it'll be good for Ingara while I'm gone. He's technically like, how much of a wizard is he as far as like stats go? Because I want to leave him like some homework, if that's.
He seems. You have a hard time finding out if his magic is inborn or studied. He performs his magic like a wizard.
Misread this is
He seems to be learned, not
It's
innate,
a lens.
but it doesn't seem
That's like aliens. I was just like,
Why do I have
studied and
aliens
practiced in the same
my
way.
inventory?
So
Why do I
it's
have aliens?
it's he
Goblin
certainly
magic.
doesn't seem to be a warlock. Goblin magic seems weird. It does seem to be more in line with what a wizard is than what a sorcerer is to you.
Okay. Well, what I'd like to try to do is get him a spell book and get him like a scroll of identify and
Okay.
see if he's able to successfully copy like identify into a spell book
Okay.
and see if that's something that he can accomplish
For
while
a
we're on our quest.
spell book, the ink, and that's it.
I have the ink
Oh yeah, you
because I
have.
have a bunch of inks and shops.
For how much is a spell book? Is it 25 gold?
I believe it's 25.
50 gold.
50 gold.
50. Be 100 gold.
Okay,
You can get a scroll of identify for 50 and a spell book for 50. Give it to him, and
that'll be his homework while we're gone.
okay.
We'll see how successful he is.
What's at the surplus store?
Lots of stuff.
I want to know. Can you show?
Adventuring gear.
What
What do you think?
I don't know, some cool gadgets or gizmos.
Let me.
You have to be a little bit more specific.
I have to know my options.
You gotta know
Well,
what you want.
you have to know what you want because he's not going to read off a whole
I'm
list.
Are they
shopping.
restocked on ball bearings?
We are.
Okay.
I have plenty of ball bearings. Don't you worry.
Zero, from like last time, I think
I have
you
some as well.
knew he had tinctures of sanity, which is a thing that can suppress the effects of madness. He had the blood chiller brew, which is a special potion that makes it so you are not visible to the drow's thermal
I have
vision.
1,000.
Oh.
He had a type of tarp that makes it easier to hide. He had a type of rope that's easier to climb. He had sealed goggle and breather masks for where that's relevant, as well as bottled breath, which is a similar.
I bought that.
You bought some bottled breath, so it's
Yeah.
a similar concept, not reusable but more effective. And apart from that, everything you see on the equipment list is probably in there somewhere.
Let's see. I'm gonna take the rope that's easier to climb.
Okay, you will absolutely sell you a sticky grip climbing rope. It costs 30 gold pieces for a 100-foot rope.
Okay. 30 gold pieces for 100.
And essentially, it's a 100-foot rope that has a strange waxy coating on it that you can twist your hands on to lock them into place. So basically, if you are climbing it, you will have advantage on an athletics check to climb the rope, but you will climb at half speed.
Time to buy myself a 10-foot ladder.
Chop it up into lots of small pieces and then
I
reassemble
wish I had
them
an
into.
ending.
I might already have.
Oh, hide it in some trees and then come back for it later.
You guys got a lot of mileage out of that stolen ladder.
We did.
It was great.
No, I don't have a ladder.
It's a 10-foot ladder. There's no reason to buy one. I guess it depends on the size of the cart. I suppose we could strap one to the side of the cart, but
Well, I'm bringing all my gear. There's no way I can carry all of it, but we're gonna cart. We're loading up.
Loading up.
How much was it? 30.
30
Three.
for 100 feet.
How much are rations?
I believe it is a gold piece.
Don't worry about, unless you want to have personal ones, he said that he will supply you with a ton of rations in the wagon.
Oh, cool.
I
the
have
ration
some
wagon.
personal ones because I'm the sky.
And I also have some personal ones, but that's just because I came with those.
I make sure to bring my fungus book and my parts book, just in case. That's just part of my backpack.
Bringing my great sword and my claymore.
Well, when things are going wrong, we just go full Donner Party.
Okay, and I say
The dwarf looks the tastiest.
I was like, I vote we eat Dermir first.
He'd be very good with some mushrooms.
Because you know he would hate it.
That's the way to get haunted.
Curse you
The
eating
ghost
me
of
with
Dermir.
mushrooms.
Also, you don't eat the healer first. Come on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's a bad plan.
We eat the bird first.
You eat the bard. The bard or the bird?
You're gonna have to catch me first.
I'll leave you suckers behind. I got my climbing rope.
See ya.
I say we eat the
I
dragon.
got 4 grappling hooks.
No,
Damn it.
even better. She's got the slide whistle.
Oh, yeah.
Just floats away.
Yeah, to catch me first.
Good luck, idiots!
I have to make a lasso real quick.
Yeehaw!
Don't want that. Those come with my climbing kit. Don't really want that or that.
I'm just looking at my Booyahg couplet.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Don't.
I feel like we're going on a fun camping trip, except for we can die, maybe.
Yes, you can always die on a camping trip.
You can
Go
always die,
prepared.
maybe.
You can always die, maybe.
The more you know.
Facts.
The more you know.
The more
The
you
sun
know.
is a deadly laser.
Where you-
I don't need a signal whistle. I am a signal whistle.
Sure.
Signet ring. What good will that do to help me survive the Underdark?
We need to do that BG3 playthrough that's all spiders.
I'm looking forward to
I was
it.
thinking we should record it.
It'd at least be something funny to do a highlight, like a highlights of,
Yeah,
like
a
a
highlight
best of.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying we should do the all spiders build and play it as an all kill run. Like every living thing we find, we attack it.
It's literally, it's literally
hostile
like
spiders
it's
take over
literally
the
like
area.
the cult of the absolute threatened all of the realms,
But
and it was
they-
destroyed by something far, far worse.
12 spiders.
Well, it's just you do it as a 4-person playthrough where each person's playing 3
You
spiders.
do Druid, Ranger, multi-class, so you can get yeah.
Yeah.
Become a spider, have spider beast companion and spider familiar.
Eat everyone.
I'm pretty sure you can start that build by like level 3.
You can start as early as level 2, technically, if you start in Druid. Get your 2nd level in Wild Shape.
Yeah.
You could leave the Nautiloid as a
Anybody else
spider
needs to look
if you're all
up equipment
Druids
to
to
buy?
start.
Yeah, you just wouldn't have the
This is
find
here.
familiar yet.
Yeah.
Or the
I
beast.
will
need to
start
buy
as Druids
things
and
I
then
have
multi-class
magic.
into Ranger.
You are a
But
true
I guess
dwarf.
do all spiders as early as possible.
But, I mean, you can also have a mix. Anyway, this is a conversation for later.
We're just we're vamping while Will looks through the equipment list.
That's right. Yeah.
If anybody watching
think I
is
went through
interested in
everything
that series,
that
then
Brute
they can
Flash
leave a
has.
comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
For spiders.
Don't forget to hit that bell. Hit that bell to get notified about our uploads.
I hear no
I didn't hear no.
I hear no bell.
Okay. Just filling out a couple of holes in my own personal equipment.
It's such a weird YouTube meme.
Yeah.
When you subscribe but don't click to get notifications, I didn't hear no bell. Yeah, anyone getting any of the expensive but potentially life-saving blood chiller brew? Only 500 gold pieces.
Not for that
I don't
price.
know.
What's it do?
It makes you invisible to the drow's thermal vision.
You're not going to be good with that because you're not stealthy anyway.
Oh, it's like getting covered in mud and Predator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Except that you're inside.
Except it's basically drinking mud.
I'm buying one and giving it to Campbell.
Okay.
Oh.
Candle does have an affinity
That's,
for eating dirt, so I mean,
That's a big expense.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a big.
Now you know why.
Save your goddamn life.
You save this until we can use it to try and rescue the prisoners.
Oh,
Not
that's
just
true.
like, don't just go have fun with this.
Oh,
I'm giving
thanks.
this to you to help with a mission that I think you're
Blood
better
chiller brew.
suited
I
In
guess you are
combination
like
with a Gloomstalker Ranger is one of the
very
only ways
like
to truly be
into
invisible
that mission. So
to
it
the
makes
eyes
sense.
of the drow.
I was just laughing like, man, that's a big expenditure for a guy who was just asking about getting half
Far
Well, you guys are
away.
going to find all sorts of riches beyond your wildest dreams,
That's
there, so it's fine.
Hey,
riches beyond our
hey,
intelligence.
besides-
12 spiders.
Besides, after defeating Baldur's Gate 3, they crossed over into other campaigns entirely. More worlds to destroy.
I like the idea that that's like a recurring boss fight in campaigns. Just 12 spiders.
12 spiders of assorted
shit,
sizes.
not these guys again.
These guys again. Run! Run! It's the 12 spiders! Sounds like some sort of weird, like, crime syndicate.
It does.
of
It
12
sounds like a
spiders.
crime syndicate.
It's
That
awful,
should totally
hey,
be-
it's awful similar to the 13 Scorpions.
The who?
Are we all ready to go?
So what?
Are we all ready to go?
think we'll
I
spend,
think, I
to
think
get
most
one
of
more
our
night's
supplies
full
and stuff
rest
are
and
being, given to us. Yeah, we. I would like to rouse everybody quite early the next morning.
Hingara in your room does that thing of like a dog who's super sleepy where it like kind of rolls over and sprawls out and rolls back into his little nest in the corner.
I will absolutely. I won't bang on anybody's door, but I'll make the noise like I'm banging on everybody's door, just walking down the hallway.
Obviously, because we.
But like, probably the like we could have waited another hour, but Candle's just like raring to go. So I'm getting everybody up wait. It's really early.
I think Xeraxis. I don't think Xeraxis was like he's rested, but I don't think he slept very much because now everything's sinking in. His arm's probably itching a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're about to go.
Oh yeah.
His
I want
knees
my
weak
coffee.
and his arms spaghetti.
Yes.
Hey.
And there's
Vomit on
a
his sweater
sweater
already.
already.
Actual
So
spaghetti.
Another point of inspiration.
That was fucking solid.
I'm gonna murder you guys into this. You don't want. You don't. I don't need any help. You're
No,
gonna be
exactly.
Underdark.
No, he's got he's got the DM's die.
I got
Like
the
I
DM's
said,
die. And drow
and
in this campaign. These drow.
Yeah, I wanna make sure everybody's up
These
right now.
nuts.
Okay, up bright and early, and Vickelroy, much to your surprise, seems like he's been up the entire night. He's been coordinating, getting stuff together and ready. You can see waiting out front is a pretty heavy-duty looking wagon, on board which is, you think, a substantial amount of rations for all of you, dry stuff that'll last. It is pulled by two giant goats that he says are named Ignacio and Sherlina.
Yes.
Ignacio.
Ignacio and Sherlina are the two giant goats. On board, there's also ample camping supplies.
I would like to double check our inventory and make sure everything's there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, everything that was listed is there. Lots of like
We're going to ample camping.
flint and tinder,
Oh, ample.
camping supplies as far as like
We got
stuff to
supplies
make
for it.
tents
Yeah.
and the like. Enough tents to
Housing.
house all like. There's essentially 3 moderately sized tents in there that 2 people could somewhat comfortably sleep in each.
Can I pet one of the goats?
You can pet both the goats if you want.
Um,
Sherlina seems a little more fiery. Ignacio's just all about getting pet.
I'll still bring my tent as a backup.
Okay.
now
Own one.
correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong
okay.
too. Also,
I don't want to
wasn't
alone.
Aurora? Isn't
You want to get rained on.
our Tabaxi assistant Aurora was?
Yeah.
We're thinking her sister was taken by Drow at this point, right?
No, her sister was sold by the syndicate.
Okay.
You think potentially 2 drow,
Okay.
We don't know for sure.
but you don't know that for sure.
Okay, I wasn't
well,
really-
probably more than 2
Did
drops.
you suffocate in a portable hole?
That's all it took to murder all those people upstairs.
What?
Do you suffocate in a portable hole?
Yes.
Okay.
Eventually.
There is a finite amount of air in a portable hole.
So we should all sleep in that thing.
Oh, I wonder if you could. Now I'm like thinking of like, could you like create like an air ventilation system? To,
I'm
like,
warning you guys right now.
Nice.
I'm always very apprehensive about including portable holes because players immediately try and like, how can we break it, right? And you're more than welcome to. I love that kind of shit. Don't get me wrong. However, if you guys decide what would be a great idea is to lay our portable hole flat and all sleep inside of it, somebody will walk over, close it, and the campaign will be over. You will all die. Because a drow will come in, poke his head in, and close it, and you will all die of suffocation, and with no way to escape.
Yeah.
So I'm just throwing that out there
totally
before
fair.
we decide to
I'm gonna
use
use
our
it. I'm gonna use it as a pitfall trap.
Joke's on you. If he does that, I'll just open up my
Bag of
bag of
yeah.
holding.
Sit us all.
Rip yourselves into another dimension. New campaign.
New campaign. Now we're a Spelljammer camp.
Now we're in Undergate. The
You're in an alternate reality where it's all elves underground and haughty dwarves in the woods.
I just think it was a long quest to go back to our normal reality.
Fun side quest.
It's like
Anyway,
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Essentially.
The morning,
So great.
great.
the morning as we're getting ready to leave, I have gifts
gifts.
for you all.
Oh, good.
You're going to want to write this down because equipment is important. Everyone is going to get,
Right on the potion I gave you, right?
yes, as part of Candle's Underdark survival kit, you will all get one Alchemist's Fire. The point of which is, if we are confronted by drow, to throw it down on the ground like a flashbang and run away. Because they have thermal vision, but the Alchemist's Fire burns hotter. One bag of chalk dust. That is for Gloomstalker Rangers. If we are not, those of you who have dark vision, if we don't have a ready source of light available, but we're being attacked by something we think might be a Gloomstalker, or anything else invisible, use the bag of chalk dust to figure out where they are. One piece of chalk for marking routes and whatnot.
I already have 10.
Well, you get another one.
Alright.
You all get one breathing mask, including a custom-made one for Lala, because she, like Candle, doesn't have a normal human face. And one vial of antitoxin.
I already have 2.
Inspiration.
I already have point of inspiration for that. I'm no thanks. I'm not hungry.
Oh. Well, this was a good in character way to
There you go.
So
balance it out.
there. This is very expensive, so please try not to die.
Fair.
Or at least use it before you die,
Right.
so he gets his money's worth.
At least use it to prevent death as long as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
And if I
sometimes a
have
bag
to
of
go
ball
risky,
bearings gets you like 3 rounds.
Against very scary.
We'll probably just like stealth ninja past all the drow and just grab and run.
Easy
Sure,
peasy.
great. They'll figure it out.
In and out. Barely an inconvenience.
Quick little shop inspiration.
Alright. I think we're headed down to Undertown.
we're going down.
Let's go.
I'm extremely excited to do my job.
We're going fishing in the Underdark.
Love fishing in the Underdark.
Great fishing in the Underdark. I fucking hate the Underdark.
You all load up. I mean, the wagon itself is not particularly going to be a fast-moving thing. You know, it can move at a steady pace. These things are good at moving through rocky terrain. You could comfortably sit 2 people on the front, and the inside is loaded with shit right now. You could probably all be in the wagon if you wanted to be. It'd be like tossing around in the back of it like a can of sardines.
Like riding a pickup truck in the bed of the pickup truck.
Yes. Or a big pickup truck that's like being used to move a house and is off-roading. But it's up to you guys how you're moving.
I'm walking.
As you approach the massive gates.
I call shotgun.
I'm walking.
I'm walking in.
I'm walking.
Who's actually steering the wagon?
Not me. My job's
Not
out
Dermir.
out in front of the column.
Dermir can't even see where he's going.
I don't want to drive. I just want to sit.
I would love to.
No.
I would rather drive.
Well, the thing is, if he drives with his head turned to the right, he can watch this. Make sure no one's sneaking up behind you and watch the road ahead.
True.
I guess I'll drive.
Does anybody have proficiency with land vehicles?
Nope.
It's kind of a specialty, but
You don't need a soldier
I
back
just
there?
figured out.
No.
Or the marine
Figured I'd
back
ask.
Nope.
Okay. Well then, yeah, one of you can drive. That's okay.
I'm gonna drive. You ain't driving with your googly eyes.
We'll take turns.
Take it in turns.
Crash. We'll take it in turns to be kind of executive of the car.
Driver of the car. You all. So who is anyone sitting with Lala? Lala's driving. Is anyone sitting up there with
I
her?
guess I'll sit up there
Okay.
and help. Then we can switch driving if needed.
Okay. The two of you sit up on the front of the cart as it's rolling along. The other two on either side, I assume, kind of moving with it.
At least through the city, yeah.
And this cart, like I said, it's pretty heavy duty. It's got banded iron around the outside of it. It looks like it's meant to last. It's meant to take a bit of a beating. It's a covered cart, but the covering tarp seems to be made of not like thin stretched linen, but like pretty heavy duty hide. Something that could maybe catch an arrow if it went into it. It looks like an expedition wagon, and people acknowledge it as one as you're moving through the city. You get a lot of looks from people kind of seeing you as you go by, and it's a long trek from all the way up in the inverted peaks down through the city, winding deep till you get to where you know the other great gates of Skygate exist. It kind of opens out into a massive cavern field that has a wall spanning across the entirety of it, and one large set of gates set in the middle. It seems like this wall is climbing all the way to the ceiling of this cavern, and encompasses this kind of massive center portion of the cavern itself. The large gates set out before you, you can see there's not really many people lined up to go. Currently no one lined up to go. You can see a small number of what looks like a group of Sverfneblin walking through the gate into the city. They look pretty haggard, but there's a group of like 5 or 6 of them, and you can see they have a small cart being pulled by a strange kind of 2-legged reptilian creature. And seem to be...
The riding lizards are 4-legged.
They are. Yeah. This one's almost, not exact, like, from our perspective, almost dinosaur-like, almost like a thick raptor, like a fat raptor is what I would describe this.
Maybe
as.
that's what a Thrykeen is.
Is that him? You murder their pack animal.
Yeah, we thought that might have been a Thrykeen.
What the fuck's a Thrykeen? I don't know. That's the problem.
That's what I figured.
As
We
we're
murdered everything we didn't recognize.
as we're
true
here,
human
if I'm marking routes, a circle means a route is open. A circle with an X through it means a route is closed, and a skull means don't go that way.
What about 2 skulls?
I'll let you figure that one out.
What if we find just your skull on the ground?
Assume that consider that the same thing as me drawing a skull. Skull with a little fez on it.
And as you approach, a heavily scuffed up set of armor, it's probably from a long time of use. It seems more like wear and tear from a long time than like battle scarred. But a heavy scuffed set of plate in a stocky build walks up towards you, padlocked helmet on, and kind of walks up. You can see he's got a shield over his back, and he's walking holding a battle axe. Essentially, he's like a walking stick as he comes up to you, and kind of echoing from within the helmet. He says, "Show your writ." Smash down your hand. What company do you represent?
Vickelroy Expeditionary Company, right? At this point?
That's the one.
Takes it back. Everything seems in order. Step carefully.
That he works for the Crimson Fox.
Is this the Crimson Fox?
Yes.
I peered under his helmet.
Make a perception check.
If this is the Crimson Fox, there's something seriously wrong with the man.
That's it. Could
No
be.
idea.
Said
Could
the
be
same
anyone.
thing, though.
Could be
Could be
anyone.
anyone.
Hint of a lisp.
Give me. If this is him, he's doing a good job staying undercover, like you expect he would.
Right.
Of course. And he moves forward, and this kind of smaller opening in the gate they made for this smaller cart gets pulled open wider. You can see like he kind of moves forward, and he picks the axe up, spins it up above his head a couple times, and some people in the inner workings of the wall do something, and you can hear like and like there's all sorts of this moving mechanism hidden behind layers of steel that begins to slowly crank open the gate.
Chase, it's the freaking Black Gate of Mordor.
It's true. It's gotta be.
Essentially.
Gotta keep all those drow out.
You're right, they're doing such a good job keeping all the drow.
It's true. And the extraplanar threats, and the angels, and the, you know.
And the big bug man.
Yeah.
Send my body to space. Big bug man. Try to eat off my face. Science man, send my body to space. Science man, shave the hair off my face. We have lots of weird niche jokes here at Downtime Activities.
Yeah.
And as
We've
Gates
got 3 of them, and we just do the same ones over and over.
open a bit wider.
Yeah.
And you have an open path, and you can see essentially the other side of this massive cavern, which seems to expand out. It seems like this is essentially a bottlenecked point of an even more massive, sprawling cavern. You can see different lights and stuff around the wall itself, but it immediately kind of opens out into darkness ahead of you, into what seems like just a massive open cavern. You would know from previous expeditions and stuff that this essentially expands out into a huge underground cavern that has many, many different openings in it, most of which have some idea of leading to, like, the first place they lead to, and then expanding from there.
Based off of both Vickelroy's old expedition maps and the, like, 5 maps out of
Grab
my
bag.
mystery bag, if you offer a grab bag for sale, I'm gonna buy
Yeah,
it.
you have to. That's how the gotcha games get you.
Do I have an idea of, like, a place to start that seems relatively unexplored?
Yes. It depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to follow a specific path of one of those? Because you know of, like, where one of those ended.
Mm-hmm.
You know where, both in the grab bag, where one of the grab bag ones specifically ended at a thing. You know where one from Vickelroy's notes specifically were ending in a direction of. You have some of them that seem to just be unended and less specific on what they just kind of ran out of supplies. You have, from your own knowledge, a more rough idea of the direction to head if you're trying to head towards where people believe the drow are more frequently seen. There's a plethora of options.
I'm going to roll. I'm gonna roll wisdom to see if Candle can resist the temptation to not just go the way he wants to go. He can.
Okay.
So let's head in for now in the direction, assuming that it's not going to, like, it'll take you 6 months to get down there. We'll head for the where those, like, that, like, grab bag expedition maps.
The one that ended in, like, where it essentially ended with it saying, like, massive chasm, dark metal bridge, not enough supplies left, was basically where that one ended at.
Do I think we would have enough supplies to get that far?
You don't know how many.
Judging by, like, this grab bag unfortunately came from this specific one seems to be something a bit. They weren't super organized, which probably means that they weren't as well outfitted and expecting of this as you. You think that it'd probably be a long trek to get there, but you would be able to take the path they took, end up at that place, and probably still have more than half your supplies left.
Well, if they were less organized than us, then there may well be goodies left along the way.
Go ahead and make a quick survival check for me.
Who?
9.
9. Yeah, it's hard to know, but just judging by the way they kept notes, you think they were not as well outfitted as you were.
Well, I mean,
You are.
let's head that direction anyway, because even if we don't make it quite that far, if they weren't all that well outfitted or organized, they probably left things along the way that we could potentially get a hold of.
Yeah. Plus, Dark Metal Bridge sounds like some kind of, like, actual construction, so that would point us towards maybe something important.
And so you start heading towards the opening in this massive cavern wall that this place, and there's kind of like, there is different tunnels and stuff. There's place like in this massive cavern, you know, over each one of these that has like at least a rough idea where it goes to. There's something etched in an archway at the top. That's usually whoever the first person there was that etched it. You know, this cavern has a marking of what looks like essentially the face of a fox. And you know that fox cavern is the first one to start.
A fox. Suspicious.
Crimson Fox.
But there's spider cavern. No, there's spider cavern. It was marked for very specific reasons.
Minor bit of bookkeeping. From a previous session, we had that bowl that I could, like, drink out of to get a free spell.
We don't drink it.
Well, no. What do you do with it?
It's essentially you pour it out.
Oh, you
Pour out the night sky into the bowl, and whatever constellation shows up gives you a different spell.
Right, it won't let you drink it.
It doesn't slosh out
Yeah.
no matter how you drink it.
How big of a thing is that? Can I like keep it in my
The
hat?
carafe that holds the liquid is probably about yay tall, yay wide. The basin is probably like that.
Okay.
So it's not convenient to keep on your person, but
I
you can
can
easily
have
have it on the cart.
Yeah, I'll keep it in the cart then because a free spell every day could cut big hand.
Absolutely. Especially because, well, you don't know what level they
I don't
are.
know what it does.
I was about to say, especially one of this level spell each day. That's really good.
Especially if you get the wish spell. That was really good.
No, we really do.
I will.
Just don't roll what you shouldn't.
It's true. Don't roll the bad one.
Never roll.
I will take off my fez and put it on Lala's head and pull up my hood and off we go.
All right, and off you go towards Fox Cavern. And with that, I think we're going to call this episode adjourned. This one is kind of a bookkeeping setup episode. You guys have your Deep Delver's Writ.
But we're here, baby.
I think this is episode 22. It took 20 episodes. I think this is episode 20. It took
We're
20
out of
to
the
get
tutorial
here.
zone, baby.
You guys are leaving the starter island and into the Underdark.
They open the gate. Bomb rush.
Bomb rush! Bomb rush! Bomb rush!
Squash that
bug!
Squash that bug! Squash that
And
bug!
away into the Underdark you go. Next time, the first expedition begins. And to all you Booyahg assistants out here, thank you for watching, and we will see you. That's what we should call our. If we get like big on YouTube, our fan group all of our fans need to be called our Booyahgs or our Booyahg assistants. Booyahg assistants. If you've watched all the way to here, you are part of the small percentage of super fans. Thank you. You are the true Booyahg assistants. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of Skygate.